These range balls seem mostly decent. The range I went to recently, it was just like, I hit some, you'd be like, well, I definitely flush it, and then it would go like, yeah. You're like, you can really make a golf ball do some crazy things when it has no dimples on it. Thanks, TN20. That's pretty nice. Still getting hit up by work? Yeah. Hopefully it's not too bad. No. I love these old balls. They're so squishy. You can, like, feel how soft they are. Thanks for help. I think it's hard to stay hydrated today. You go, Chip.
Yeah, I'd like to hit more, but I'm starting to get serious. So be smart.
can find out. Oh man, it's hot out here. Alright, everybody wants to see drivers, so we'll hit some drivers. Dun 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 dun. That's just for you, Andrew, hitting the driver. Alright, probably one more of these. Yep, that's a good one to end on, I think. It's absolutely mangled. Alright guys, time to go and do some short game work. I'm going to try to find the chipping green. pretty cool facility here. THFC says use a driver. Yeah, the last swing was with driver. I'm wondering if I should go get the shag bag of balls, but maybe don't need it. Master Pat says swing's looking great, man. Thanks, Master Pat. Just gonna catch up here. Tower of Light says nice shots. Charles asked, do I eat toenail clippings? Not today. Hey, Tower of Light, what's up? Chewy doesn't like the joggers. That's cool. That's fine. John said bro's not scratching 100. John, let's play a match. Lucas says my handicap is crap. Well, it just means you gotta keep practicing, right? Made it to the chipping green. It's a little low on the face. Alright, let's hit some of these ones to start. See if we can get the camera to stay up. That would be nice. Him asks, how long have you been playing? Wait, if you're him, I thought I was him. How can we both be him? Incredible. I've been playing golf for probably 20 years, since I was a kid, but probably the last 10, 12 years competitively and seriously. I'm Cray asks, any advice to stop chunking my 56 and 60? Well, if you're chunking it, that means you're hitting behind it. So a good way to work on that is give yourself like a barrier. When you're hitting those balls, get on the driving range. You can put like a towel down behind the ball or like a piece of tape, and you want to put it kind of right here. And you're practicing, delivering the club on a descending angle into the back of the ball, right? So you're gonna want to avoid that barrier you set up behind you. Here, let me see if I can grab one of these guys super quick. No, it's not gonna work. Oh, here, let's do this. You can set up, imagine this is like a piece of tape or something, right? And you've got a barrier. And if you're chunking it, right, you're gonna hit the ground before the ball, right? So set this up maybe like one club head length behind your ball, right? And you would practice hitting shots like that, right? Because if you hit the obstacle, that's how you know you're going to chunk it, right? So that can be a good drill if you're having a specific issue with hitting it fat. GFG Clan said hi. Hey, Clan. Dom has it. I have a question. How do you have the confidence to do YouTube like you do? And if you work, how do you manage your YouTube and work-life balance? It's a great question, Dom. I do have a job. This is not my full-time job yet. Maybe someday. How do I balance it? I'm fortunate that I have a career that's, fully remote and that I can do, from anywhere. So that part helps. That's why I'm so optimistic about my golf for this year, because I used to have a 60-hour-a-week, finance job that I no longer have. So that really inhibited my ability to practice and play a lot of golf. So I'm pretty optimistic about this season. The second part of your question, it's really hard. I am not like a very social person by nature. So this is it's, at first and still now to some extent is not particularly comfortable, right? To, just go look and see that there's like often, 250, 300 people here, like, and imagining a room full of people watching me play golf would be horrifying. So the answer is, I knew this was something that was interesting to me, and I obviously love golf and getting better. So I decided I just had to start doing it. And feeling uncomfortable is part of the growth process. So the short answer is, I'm not sure I do have the confidence that you think I have, but I certainly will take it. And it's just about, doing it, right? I'm certainly more comfortable now than the first time I ever did a live stream, or posted a video. So I don't know if that answers your question, Dom, but yeah, it's tough. It's something that I'm still working on and trying to get better at. But it's a great question. I appreciate you asking it. Go. This is such an awesome facility. I can see why you like it here so much. It's crazy. I wish some of them had cups cut in them, but that's really small. Oh, I want to go get the Pels tutor too at some point. Buyer Fantasy Football asks, how steep do you want wedge shots to be? When I'm on TrackMan, I'm usually looking for like between -4 and -6 on my angle of attack with the short irons. Randall asks, where you at, mate? We're at Galloping Hill in New Jersey. Oh. I like practicing off these kind of scruffy lies because it really forces you to make great contact. Settle. Oh, overcorrected. Try to hit like some low hooky ones here. So I like this kind of practice too because, I hit all my chips with a 60 degree. But you can really learn how to hit some different ones, right? Some low ones, some high cutty ones, That's why I love practicing short game, right? There's just so many different ways to get the ball close, different ways to practice, different shots you can hit. Oh, man. Dr. Phil asks, does anyone know why my balls smell like a Wendy's Baconator? I feel like you might need a doctor. Oh, that's awesome, Randall. Yeah, it's my first time here. It's a really, really good facility. I mean, the great driving range, really good practice area. Hey, Sammy. I have to start cleaning the balls out of the way here soon. Simmer. cannot drink enough water today. It's just hot out. You keep the ball at the edge of your back foot from this angle. Feels like the ball is behind you. Yeah, I do play all my chips off my back foot. You are absolutely right about that. Not all of them, but yeah, from the behind angle, it definitely is going to look like it's pretty far back. Him asked, what wedges do you keep? I have these. These are SM8s, but Vokey wedges. It's kind of tough to see with the shadow here. I just always have like the shape of the Vokey wedges, and especially the grinds, I've just gotten really comfortable with. With the Vokey grinds. Tell you guys, this part of the game is so important for scoring, right? Because like, no matter how good you hit it, you're gonna miss some greens. Let's get a little tiny bit closer here. Chip a little more. About this, we can hit some off this downslope here. Oops. That would be better. Ritwick asked, do I change the ball position? No, not really. I use my 60 degree for all these shots around the green. What balls do I use for practice? I usually have a shag bag, like a little den caddy full of, you know, old Pro Vs and decent golf balls, but I had all these extra range balls, so I'm just chipping the range balls right now. I should be less lazy and just walk up to my car and get the good balls to chip with, but mostly just worried about, you know, hitting my landing spot and, you know, less about the actual, like, conditions and how the ball's spinning. I like hitting these, like, high difficulty shots, right? This is, you know, like a side hill, downhill lie. Go in. This is Galloping Hill in New Jersey. Awesome practice facility. Oh, that landed just too short. it is kind of fun seeing that, you know, some of the range balls spin a lot, some of them don't spin at all. You can have a good time. Ritwick says I use 58. I don't like anything under 58 because I feel like it rolls a bit more even with clean contact. Yeah, I think it's all about personal preference, right? You know, there's a couple different schools of thought, right? You know, you can learn how to hit different shots with one club or learn how to hit different shots with different clubs. You know, the same shot but with different clubs to vary trajectory. And I always preferred the, you know, hit multiple shots with one club. So here, guys, if you're on one of these down slopes, right, it's important to kind of set yourself. And right, like, here's a good example of when, like, I'm not playing this off my back foot, right, because I'm kind of adjusting my stance to the lie, right? So this is almost more like middle of my stance, which feels forward to me, but that's really because I'm having to set my shoulders and everything with the slope, right? If I set up like this and I make a normal swing, I'm gonna swing over it. So you got to kind of set your swing to the lie. Go. But you know, these are the kind of shots that, you know, if you practice them enough, you get good at them. Then the straightforward ones out on the golf course start to feel a lot easier. Stretch. If you guys are enjoying the stream, you want to hit the subscribe button, be my guest. We are hurtling towards 1,000 subscribers, which is so cool. I mean, it's awesome, honestly unbelievable how much support there's been since we started only, you know, 3-4 months ago. Big bounce. You know, to be almost at 1,000 subscribers, that was my goal for the end of year 1, guys. Like I said, you know, hey, if I post every day for a year, maybe I could get to 1,000 subs. So it's really, really awesome. Relic says the range ball's movement depends on the ball's mood. Yeah, I agree with that. I hit some, these range balls are pretty good, I'll share. But I was at the range the other day and hitting some that were, you know, very smooth, right? They've been hit a lot, and those golf balls do some crazy things in the air. Andrew says, 5 handicap here. Those 80-yard shots are the worst. No one practices them. Played for 25 years. Yeah, I agree. That's been a huge area of focus for me this off season, heading into the 2025 season, is like those, you know, 40 to 100-yard shots, and, you know, like building a wedge matrix for the first time, that sort of stuff. Because I agree. I mean, I was playing off a +1, you know, handicap most of last year, and I was terrible. Like, you know, I was actively avoiding, like, you know, the 65-yard shots because I just hadn't put the time in to get really good at them. Whereas now I feel like it's a strength, right? I spent so much time in the winter hitting those kinds of shots. Yeah, that one came out nicely. And just, you know, like, trying to keep getting better, switching my clubs, switching my grip, you know, trying to do new things to get new results. You know, even like grip pressure, right? I found out, you know, again, you don't really know what you don't know. I mean, I was like 10 out of 10 how firm I used to grip the club, and now I'm trying to be at like a 4, and it's really helped my ball striking. I mean, it's one of the, like, you know, you always hear, you know, don't squeeze the club too tight, but until you are, like, you know, actively thinking about it, it can be tough to like integrate. Having a high degree of success off this really difficult lie. Well, that one hit a stick or something. Yeah, good shout, Andrew. Club practice facilities either have just chipping, putting, sand play, or range. Ah, yeah, this is a nice one. I've never been here before, but this one has like 4 practice greens, a big driving range. I mean, this is my favorite way to practice, right? I mean, hitting balls is great, but you know, I love just chipping and putting. And I found, you know, the more time I spend chipping and putting, the better my scores are. So. Try to get some like really bad lies and see how we do. Go. It's nice when they'll end up in a pretty small little circle to pick up. Oh. Yeah. Would it be faster to pick it up with my hand? Probably. Is it way more fun to scoop it up with a wedge? Also, yes. You're trying to measure a certain distance? You need like an exactly 6'3" putt?
No, I just want 5 foot.
Alright, I think we're gonna hit one more basket of these and then go get our putting tutor and do some practice. When I try to hold the club with a lighter hand, a lot of times I lose my grip on the club. Yeah, there's definitely a happy medium. Ah, the yips are tough. Jerome asks, can we make a flop shot? Yeah, absolutely. I also tried the long putter, Andrew. I didn't have as much success as you, it sounds like. I had such a hard time with the speed control, but I agree on short putts, if that's your real issue, it can be really good. Hey, LK3, what's up? Wyatt and Jesse are in the chat. It's very different. It's like a totally new thing, which I think for some people can be great, the long putter. Here, let's hit some flops and try not to destroy the parking lot. It's not the shot I would hit, you know, for a 30-yard chip just off the green. It's plenty of green to work with, but oh, too far. So yeah, not a ton of success with the flops. It's much easier to hit a short flop, I think. Like a... Oh, well, that was just scold. But you get what I'm saying. Just like a... You know, something shorter. But this one, I see almost like a low hook. Right, so I would start it out there to the right and then let it kind of trundle back there. That one didn't start far enough right, but that's exactly the kind of shot I would be thinking about hitting. Didn't hit it hard enough. So hopefully you feel satisfied with the flop swing. Yeah, flops are fun. Askia said hi. Hey, Askia. Hands separate on the grips, got 2 grips. Anxiety, performance. Yeah, I think that's exactly right. And again, it's just, you know, it's just another tool to try. Clearly it's worked for some people, right? Like Lucas Glover and Akshay, some of these guys have like really revived their careers using the longer putter. See that the draw shot is nice for this longer one, right? Because I don't want a ton of spin on it. We want it to kind of be chasing. Right, that one's too far left, but same, it's the idea. I think it's important too, guys, when you're chipping, like, practice some different shots. I mean, this is about skill development, not just like, can I execute, you know, one specific shot. Oh boy, got the pink ball. Got the pink ball. Oh. Thanks, Andrew. Andrew said, nice technique. You still need to put a good stroke on it to work and hold putts. Made 5 twos and medals last year. Wow, that's great. Hey, greetings from the Netherlands. Thanks, Jerome. I have a very close friend who lives in Zwanenburg, just outside Amsterdam. I love visiting the Netherlands. Big fan of that country. So thanks for saying hi. Tell you what, that Volvic ball feels like a marshmallow. Simmer. That's such a cool shot to hit with a 60, just this low. That one wasn't very good, but that kind of low hooking one. All right, I will be right back. I'm gonna go get the Pels tutor. Wanna do a little match? Like some up and down, you know, like 9 holes of
just like
part 2s.
at the. If it hits the thing, it's in.
Yeah.
Are you streaming right now?
Yeah. I was gonna get my Pels tutor too. If you wanna,
What?
the Pels tutor,
Oh, sure.
to hit some putts on that. Okay. All right, guys, I'll be right back. You okay?
Good. Yeah.
That's a good idea. All right, guys, no more kidding around. We've got the whole bucket. The whole bucket of balls. What time is it? 4:15. Andrew says back foot bump and run, middle stance. Yeah, I think that's a great way to alternate your flights. I'll move it around a tiny bit, but not a whole bunch. Okay, so my brother and I are gonna do a little up and down competition. Bless you. Do you mind being on the live stream?
Yep.
All right, let me go get these balls out of the way. You want to pick the first hole? What? Oh, scooping the balls. It's just a little, kind of like hood it and then. Like imagine you had like a spoon almost and you were just gonna. Let me grab a putter. Put these range balls back. You can always do some good juggling while you're cleaning up. Okay. So I need a putter. What we're gonna do now is just like a little up and down competition. There are no holes cut, so we'll have to do our best, but that's okay. Got my trusty TP5X. Joshua says, I'm going to play golf tomorrow. Awesome, Joshua. Going right there? Whoa. Picked a nice easy one to start. Oh no. Couple tough efforts. I'll tell you what, it's the heat of competition. All right, 3's in. No.
Yes, you can hit it kind of however hard you want. If you want to ram it, you can ram it, I guess.
All right, let's go the same hole from over here. Thanks.
Here?
Yeah. Just anywhere. Nice. Oh, go in. Wow. Quick one down. He's just gone and chipped it in on the second hole. Great shot. Your hole. You pick. Oops. Forgot we were all the way over here. So this is a good way to get some more practice in, you know. Oh wow. Sorry guys, seems like the phone is about to die. So we're gonna shut this down. Thanks for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe.